From WTVQ TV, this is 36 on your side at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Hunter. Here's some of what you'll see tonight. A community prepares to say goodbye to an incredible boy whose life was cut short. Do church-going families really produce better kids? And what looked like scenes from a Civil War movie really happened today in Perryville. We start with the exclusive 36-hour forecast. Christy Dutton is in Forecast Center 36. Christy.
Hey Lisa, we have quite a chill in the next 36 hours here. When we wake up in the morning, expect sunny skies, lots of sunshine out there, 52 degrees. Pretty mild temperature-wise. Now tomorrow evening, we're still going to be pretty chilly. We're not warming up too terribly much, just into the 60s, and by sunset, we'll be down into the mid-50s with cool temperatures. On a Tuesday morning, quite a chill in the air. In the low 40s about the time you're going to get out of bed, and we're even looking at lows in the 30s. I'll have more about that later in the show. Lisa?
Cold night. Thank you, Christy. So, do you want your kids to have better grades? Go to church. That's according to a study on kids who attend religious services on a regular basis. In tonight's top story, Tiani Jones takes a look at the relationship between spirituality and successful kids.
It's really no surprise to many. Kids who go to church seem to do better than kids who don't. Whether it be grades or staying out of trouble, there's something about religion that makes kids want to do better.
It establishes something in their life that lays a really strong foundation.
Over at Southland Christian Church, the youth programs can bring out hundreds of kids each week. A recent study by the University of Michigan says these kids will be more dedicated, confident, and physically and mentally healthier than kids who sit at home on Sunday.
Just having a community of friends that I know I can go and hang out with on a Friday night and have good fun.
Kids that don't feel accepted and loved feel like at school they're like, well, I'm just here, nobody really cares about me.
On the surface, it seems simple. Of course, kids who go to church are going to do better in school and stay out of trouble. But when you talk to the kids, they tell you it has nothing to do with religion.
I think relationship really says it all, because Christ isn't just someone who you just, come to when you need something. He's there when you're hurting. He'll be there to cry on. He'll be there to understand your problems.
It's not so much about what they've heard and how they've grown up anymore. It's more about like an experience.
Researchers say church is no guarantee you're going to have a good kid, but most agree it's a factor in success. One of the interesting things about this study studied poor kids versus middle-class kids. It showed that poor kids who went to church did better than middle-class kids who didn't. Lisa?
Some compelling information there. Thank you, Tiani. Time now for a look at what else happened across the region today. Covering the Bluegrass begins in Jessamine County. Judgments are set for the Nicholasville boy who gained national attention for his courageous spirit. 13-year-old Jarrett Minear lost his fight to cancer Friday evening. He started Jarrett's Joy Cart, passing out toys to other boys and girls battling illness. Visitation for Jarrett is at the Kerr Brothers Funeral Home in Lexington from 4:30 to 8:30 tomorrow night and from 9 to 11 in the morning on Tuesday. His funeral is also Tuesday at the Mary Queen of the Holy Rosary Catholic Church at 1 o'clock. Police and fire officials in Powell County are searching for clues as to what started a mobile home fire. It sparked at about 10 o'clock last night along 2nd Street in Clay City. There were enough guns and ammo to cause a minor explosion. Fire crews put out the flames and luckily no one was hurt. The cause is still unknown. A change is in the works for grain warehouses. Ag officials want the federal government to amend a law that could leave farmers without state protection if they go bankrupt. Right now, federally licensed grain buyers can avoid some state laws. Most states reimburse farmers for a percentage of their grain if a warehouse fails. Yesterday, an NASDA committee approved 2 measures that would change federal regulation. About 1,000 people put on their walking shoes to raise money for the 13th annual Alzheimer's Association Memory Walk. 36 on your side's Alexa Gromko and UK basketball coach Tubby Smith are the co-chairs of the event, and they led the walk. Each year, more and more people come out. That's a good sign. But it's still a small percentage of the 22,000 people in central and eastern Kentucky who have Alzheimer's. The event is expected to raise about $100,000. President Bush is taking his arguments about Saddam Hussein to the Queen.